9 signs you will be rich. Number 1. You avoid bad debt and think of ways to get into good debt. As Robert Kyosaki would say, poor people get into bad debt and rich people get into good debt.
The thing about debt, there's good debt and bad debt.
Difference between a bad debt and a good debt is based on cash flow. Where is your cash flowing? A bad debt is money you borrow to accumulate something that will lose value or something that you buy based on your emotional impulse. For example, most people get into bad debt because they want to look rich. They might take a car loan to buy an expensive car when they could have just paid cash for a cheaper car. In some cases, a person may take a loan to look rich and end up making money from it. In this case, it was a good debt. If a person wants to be an influencer, he may buy luxury items to post and pretend to be rich only to grow his media presence. Then he can start making money from brand deals. That is why there is a term called fake it till you make it. A good debt, as the name suggests, is money you borrow and use to put more money in your pockets. If a person is getting into debt because he believes that a business or an opportunity can put money in his pocket, then that is a sign that he will be rich. Number 2, you are not committed to a job.
Why go to school, get a job, but know nothing about money? So with that, this was his lesson number 1, and the rich don't work for money. My rich dad's lesson, the rich don't work for money, in my head, I said, okay, I'm making all this money, I have a secure job, but what's beyond that? Because financial education is about not working for money. Like one of the first questions, when I finally realized what my rich dad was saying, I said, well, when do I never need a paycheck again? My goal when I was about your age, a little older, around 25, I said, my goal is to never need a paycheck again from anybody.
Based on Robert Kyosaki views about wealth, he discovers that you can never create wealth with a job. The reason for this is, to create wealth, then you have to think of expansion. How can you provide value to as many people as possible? An employee can only do as much to provide value to his boss. What is worst is that an employee pays more in tax than a business owner or an investor. The reason behind this is that a business owner and an investor have tax advantage strategies to pay less. But most people may say they have to work for money to pay their bills. If you watch my last video called Jobs Are Distractions, you will have a better understanding of why your job will never make you wealthy. Number 3, you listen to facts and not opinions. Many people lose money because of opinions they hear about the stock market, some business opportunity, or from people who claim they are financial advisors. Robert Kyosaki suggests that people should never blindly accept financial advice when it comes on to your money. You must read the numbers and make sure you are reading them right. When a businessman goes to the bank for a loan, the bank read the numbers on the financial statement. Most people would just listen what the businessman is saying and give him their hard-earned money. When Warren Buffett invests, he gets the facts about the business, not opinions about whether the business will perform great in the future. You see, it happens repeatedly in history. Many people hear about this golden investment opportunity, and it is the right time to make money only to find out that it was all a big fraud. Look at Sam Bankman-Fried. If you don't know him, I suggest you watch a video of what he had done so that you can always remember to get the fact and not opinion. I even see many YouTube channels on here telling you what to invest in and what not. To be careful of these advices and focus on the facts and not opinions. Robert Kyosaki suggests that if you can read a financial statement, you will be able to see the facts. Number 4, people owes you money. Robert Kyosaki suggested that the more people you are indebted to, the poorer you are, and the more people you have indebted to you, the wealthier you are. If you really think about this, you will realize that we are all indebted to someone else. The biggest mistake poor people make is to let the debt get out of control to the point where they cannot save. The unfair truth is, the world is created to take from the poor, the weak, and the person who is financially uninformed. If you have too much debt, the world will take everything you have: your time, your work, your home, your life, your confidence, your dignity, only if you let them. If more people owe you money, you will end up financially free. When I say owe, I don't necessarily mean that you will lend your hard-earned money to random people. People can owe you money based on what you do for them. For example, at your job you work hard in exchange for money your boss owes you. If you have a bad tooth and you go to the dentist to pull it out, you owe the dentist. If you are living in a house where you have to pay rent, you owe the landlord. So how much people can you get to owe you money? The bank is the best at playing this game. They lend money to people who they know they can get a return of investment from. Think of a person wanting to take a student loan, or a person who wants a car loan, or even a person who wants a mortgage. How many people can you get to owe you money? Number 5. You do your own thinking. Many people let others do their own thinking. They follow the crowd, and the crowd they are following isn't really successful. It is, like the blind, leading the blind. If you look at all rich people, they think different from the crowd. Look at Warren Buffett. When most investors say the best way to invest is to diversify, he chooses not to diversify and instead focus on a few high-quality businesses. If you do what everyone else is doing, you will end up having what everyone else has. And for most people, all they end up having is years of hard work, unfair taxes, and a lifetime of debt. Number 6. You don't try to look rich. The problem with trying to look rich is that you are only fooling yourself. In the end, you will see who are the truly rich ones. It has been discovered that most poor people tend to buy luxury items more than rich people. You might wonder, why is this so? Well, it starts with the business of advertising, and advertising comes into all shape, size, and form. Advertising is everywhere. It can be seen in music videos, movies, social media influencers, and even celebrities. Most celebrities are paid a lot of money to advertise these big brand names. They try to sell you this idea that all rich people look rich and dress rich. This causes most people to acquire brand names product even if they don't have enough money to survive for another day. This is a form of validation seeking. If you are the type of person that doesn't try to look rich, then that is a clear sign you will be rich. If you pretend that you are rich, you will never be rich because you are too busy pretending. Number 7. You always budget before you spend. If you know where exactly your money goes, it is a sign that you are aware of your spending habits. In this way, you can save more, and you will realize that some of the things that you do spend money on is not necessarily needed. Poor people don't budget, and you can see that in their spending habits. They might go to the grocery store to buy one item, and they end up buying 5 items instead. If you are budgeting your money, you have control over your money. This is a sign that you will be rich. Number 8. Most of your time is spent learning about money. It could be a successful mentor, financial books, or even YouTube channels that guide people about how to become financially successful. The thing is, most people fill their minds with entertainment, that is, instant gratification, and it is distracting you from truly become wealthy. They begin to chase something that can give them a boost of dopamine, but you are different. While they spend most of their time entertaining themselves, you spend most of your time watching videos about how to create wealth. This will give you a better advantage over them because you know more than them. If you are always learning, especially about money, then that is a true sign you will be rich. So, make sure you subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more videos. Number 9. You are not afraid to try something new and fail. People who are afraid to try something new can never be rich. If what you are doing isn't making your life better, then why are you still doing it? Most people do the same thing over and over for years, expecting different results, but they will always get the same result they have always got. Almost all successful people says that they learn from their failures in life, while most people are afraid of failing. If you aren't afraid of trying something new and fail, that is a sign that you will be financially free. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one.